I was the kid always asking why. My mom allowed us to be very creative, and my dad was a carpenter, so we used to play on the lathe when he wasn't home. But we used to do all that kind of stuff, and I think some of that's missing.
All right, so this is going to actually be your house.
Yes. We have STEM programs in our middle schools. We have our STEM high schools. There was really nothing happening in the elementary schools.
The STEM lab was her idea, and the reason why we have them is because of her. If I need a lesson, or if we're coming to the STEM lab and I'm feeling like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, I know in a heartbeat I can email her. She'll come out and model lessons in that framework and help you come up with ways to engage the students in the activity.
We're going to look at that process. How can we improve our design so it does work?
And we're really focusing on the engineering process. So if you're down here and your first design doesn't work, well, what didn't work? What did you learn from that? They're taught to not give up. And it's so great to see when they are successful after they've worked so hard.
Those kids who don't always succeed in the regular academic class, they can rock it in the STEM lab, because there's not a right or wrong answer. They're just trying to solve the problem.
Boys and girls, we are going to make and design a bunk bed that is just right for Goldilocks and the baby bear.
What she's doing is actually saying this is what STEM looks like. It doesn't have to be this fancy thing. It doesn't have to have high-tech gear. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It's really about the engineering design process. And it's really amazing to hear the students talking like engineers, and they're in kindergarten. And they're talking, and they're using the word prototype. And they're going back to the drawing board and fixing something and refining their design.
STEM Day is our mini pop-up museum for a day. It's to bring STEM to all of our families. Our schools and some of our corporate sponsors, they come in and they set up booths and hands-on experiments for the kids to do.
Because of the STEM labs and because of the STEM Saturdays, parents are also starting to do that stuff at home with their kids and realizing it's something that anybody can do. She's really helped me change my thinking about science, that science is inquiry, and those students, they can discover those ideas. If I just trust them and I give them the tools, they'll figure out the big ideas, and then I'm just the person who can go along with them and help support them while they're doing it.
What I've learned is that we underestimate what our kids can do. It's amazing what they can do. You just have to give them the space and the time.
Wait a second. I got a great idea.
I do think we're going to raise a generation of kids who want to get out there and solve problems.